Once there was a queen, graced with beauty, strength, and honor, married to the most influential king in the kingdom. Her name was Queen Vashti. One moment of stress, one snap decision. That's all it took for Queen Vashti to lose everything. What went wrong? And how can we avoid the same mistake? During a lavish feast thrown by her husband, King Xerxes, drunk with wine and pride, he summoned Queen Vashti to parade her beauty before his guests. She refused. Whether out of pride, anger, exhaustion, or protest, we may never fully know. But her reaction, though human, came at a great cost. You see, the king, humiliated and angry, turned to his advisors for counsel. His advisors, all men, each with their own fears and insecurities. Their thoughts weren't for the crown or the king's honor, but for themselves. If the queen can defy the king, what will our wives think they can do? Their insecurities shaped the king's next decision. Not justice, not wisdom, just fear, disguised as counsel. Their true fear, losing control of their wives, and the king, he signed away Vashti's crown and sealed her fate. Later, when the anger faded and clarity returned, the king longed to see his queen again. But by then, it was too late. His advisors had already locked in on their goal to get rid of Vashti before she gained more power, and they were quick to talk the king out of giving her a second chance. Their strategy? Convince the king to forget Vashti and replace her with someone younger, more obedient. The king agreed, because it stroked his ego and silenced his shame. Once again, it played to their advantage. They didn't want an influential queen, one who might inspire their own wives to speak or stand like Vashti. And so it was told. They succeeded. Vashti was removed. Her place erased. Her name barely a whisper in the pages of history. Vashti's story teaches a painful truth. One unchecked emotional reaction, one wrong choice, and those hiding in the shadows used it to take her down. Haven't we all been there? Reacting too quickly, speaking before thinking, acting out of pride, acting without seeking God first, forgetting that someone is always watching. Some wait quietly for us to stumble. Some will do everything they can to make sure we don't rise again. Here are 3 Bible verses that we can meditate on to help avoid Vashti's mistake. Whoever has no rule over his own spirit is like a city broken down without walls. Proverbs 25:28. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. James 1:19. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, and it will be given to him. James 1:5. But even if you've fallen, even if you think your moment has passed, is it truly over? Not when God is the one writing your story. The Bible is full of stories of redemption and divine comebacks, each one filled with strategies we can learn from. And then there's Queen Esther, a woman who did things differently. For more on managing stress, walking in wisdom, and living a life that reflects God's Word, visit our website, www.thywillreign.co.uk, and connect with us on social media at Joshua 1.8 Lifestyle. Want more Bible-based wisdom for everyday life? Hit subscribe, and if this spoke to you, like and share it with someone you care about. Here's a few thoughts. Was Vashti's refusal pride, protest, or something else? Who else in this story got it wrong? Hint, got played. In today's world, where we're encouraged to speak truth to power, how do we balance boldness with wisdom? In a time when controlling your spouse is recognized as abuse, how are men adjusting to healthier models of leadership and love? What are the best ways to manage stress in today's busy, high-pressure, and fast-paced world? How do we control our anger and deal wisely with those who've hurt us, especially through betrayal or public shame? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thanks.